All right, so this is why the spirit a lot of the times find it difficult to detach from old energies that we may have accumulated, or just certain awarenesses that we may have accumulated just based upon certain experiences that we may experience in life and stuff like that. Now, here's the thing, right? The spirit itself is no thing, but a lot of the times the spirit itself can get attached to certain thoughts, can get attached to certain feelings, can get attached to certain experiences and stuff like that. Because really, the 3D world is just the dense version of the mental, spiritual world and stuff like that, right? So when we experience things on the physical plane and stuff like that, it also programs us on a soul, mental level. So when we go into an experience, that experience kind of like resonate and linger on our mind and stuff like that. And here's the thing, and not only that, a lot of the times we take old childhood experiences and bring these awarenesses with us to the present, because these are accumulations that we're still carrying. Now, here's the thing, right? The spirit just like to experience new things. The spirit like to travel. The spirit like to be free. The spirit don't necessarily like to be attached to things. But since we fell into density, quote unquote, we got stuck in this physical body by being stuck in a mind and not being able to change as a spirit, because spirit like to change and stuff like that, right? So now here's the thing, right? The mental plane itself is just the realm of colorful lights, illusions, awarenesses, thoughts and feelings, lights and stuff like that. And sometimes the spirit may get so attached to certain thoughts, certain feelings and shit like that, certain lights, certain awarenesses, that the spirit sometimes may not tell the difference between itself and those thoughts and those feelings. So you can accumulate some past experiences and stuff like that, or go into an experience like watch a movie or go talk to someone and stuff like that, and those things are going to linger on your mind, and that stuff is going to be in your mind, because it's like you're open your space to certain interactions, and those things leave those energies lingering in you and stuff like that. But ultimately, basically, the spirit find it difficult to tell the difference between itself and thoughts and feelings and the mind itself. But the spirit is not the mind. The spirit create a mind to experience a reality, but we're not that mind. So a lot of people get stuck in a mind that make them, limited and confined, and not be able to perceive any new possibilities and new angle to a problem, so they can't create a solution for themselves. People get stuck in confinement. When we say, hey, people went to jail, hey, this person is in confinement. Yeah, a lot of people is in confinement within their own mind, within a very limited space where, they can't perceive or get out of that space, because the spirit now is so closely attached to that, revolving around that. But the spirit just like to leave residue of itself and shit like that, residue of awareness and stuff like that, right? But we just get stuck in thoughts and feelings. We get stuck in awarenesses. We get stuck in these experiences that we perceive in our mind, and we perceive it as difficult to detach, because we think those thoughts and feelings in our mind as us. So we hold on to those thoughts and feelings, and we don't let go of these things, so we can free up our space, right? I'll say it like this with a third dimensional example, right? Let's say you have a USB, right? Now your USB is full in the form of awareness, in the form of energies and stuff like that, right? If the USB is full, then you're not going to have any more room to plug into a new source and get a new awareness and stuff like that. Do something different, do something new. So if your mind is already full and occupied with something, you're not going to be able to, go do something else. So if the cup is full, you got to learn to empty the cup. And you empty the cup by not paying attention to these lights, by not paying attention to these awarenesses that are not allowing the spirit itself to experience life more freely and stuff like that, right? Because we should be in a space to experience life freely, but a lot of the times, you can get stuck in these programs, many different programs, feelings, ways of seeing the world, past morality, past beliefs about shit, old structures. Sometimes a lot of people are too lost in the left brain, being too structured, being too rigid, being too dry, being too practical and stuff like that. And that's why a lot of the times people get lost in stoicism, for example, and think life is all about the left brain. But it's not really about that. It's about having equilibrium and being able to combine the left brain and the right brain. This way you have a holistic experience and a more holistic scope and shit like that, right? Just keep that in mind. Real shit. Peace out, everybody.